perfectly imperfect. There are many churches that have put people out of the church because they came and were not dressed how they felt they should be dressed, or even judge someone because of what they did. There are some people who tell others they don't fit into what they consider to be perfect or the in crowd. But you know what? If you read the Bible, a lot of people that God chose to use were not sinless, just as none of us are. Rahab was a prostitute used by God to help the Israelites, and God using her is a prime example of how God can use someone who is considered an outcast for his glory. Moses had a speech impediment, but was chosen by God. He was a prophet. He was the one that God chose to confront Pharaoh and free the Israelites, which in return led them out of slavery in Egypt. He parted the Red Sea to allow the Israelites to escape from the Egyptian army that was chasing them. Moses was also given the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai by God. So, you see, God uses imperfect people because, simply put, there is not a perfect person here on this earth. Ask yourself this question: how can God choose to use a perfect person if no perfect person even exists, but yet people continue to mistreat people when they feel they aren't up to the standards that they think they should be? Who are we to judge anyone? Instead of judging, we should focus more on loving, caring, and trying to help guide others towards God, as well as trying our best to live how God sees fit for us all to live. Think about it this way. What if God felt like we are not up to his standards, which none of us truly are completely, and he decided, oh, well, since they are not who I know I created them to be, I'm just going to stop caring for them. And you know what else? I'm going to wipe them away from being considered my children. How would you truly feel if he removes his unconditional love, his loving kindness, his tender mercy, his forgiveness, and his favor? I don't know about you, but I would be absolutely distraught, and I would do everything I can to try to get back into God's grace. Because believe me when I tell you this, you do not want to spend eternity burning in hell. But the simple fact is, some people have never and won't ever feel even a slight bit of remorse about sinning, because they truly get a kick out of sinning for some reason. But we shouldn't enjoy sinning. We should dislike sinning. I don't know about you, but anytime I have sinned or sin, I felt or feel really bad and try to make it right with God. Even if someone says something wrong to me and I responded in not so good of a way, I felt bad because I knew it wasn't pleasing to God when I allowed what someone said to me to make me respond the way that I did. So, the next time you think about mistreating someone because they don't fit into what you call your perfect little world, you might want to reevaluate yourself. Because who do you really think you are? And truth be told, is in God's eyes, none of us are perfect. We all have flaws and have all sinned. Thank you so much for listening. I am Cre-cre Inspires. I create to inspire.